spots. Yeah, it's a little bit glitchy because the rig's on server-wise, but against other players, it should be less glitchier. Oh, this is pretty cool, I guess. Okay, so first of all, let's just make better particles for it to hit. So I removed all the particles from the rig, and I made new ones and put it inside replicated storage. I can't really share everything in the particles with you guys, so let me just tell you guys what you have to do. First of all, when you make the new particles, make sure to in replicate storage in the folder name hit fx, and you don't have to name it these. I just want more than one particle and stuff. Now here's the important part. You can make sure they're not enabled, so they don't. Yeah, make sure the particles aren't enabled, and don't put a lock to part on. And well, after doing that, every single particle emitter, add these two attributes. Add an attribute named particles. It's a string attribute, and make the value hit. You can choose the string attribute here. But for the other attribute, emit, it's a number attribute, and you can change it by clicking number here. So the emit attribute, it's gonna be like how many particles get emitted when you hit them. So like when the particle plays, this particle will emit 3 times all at once. So yeah, so do those. You're gonna have to make your own particles. I can't really share these with you. So anyways, I also made some animations. I put them under combat. I got up tilt, down tilt. Make sure you name it exactly how I named it, with the capitalization like it too. F tilt and dash attack. Those are the new ones. So first of all, we're gonna put this effect into every single humanoid part when they spawn. So go into script, and I'm gonna make a function called get humanoid ready. Okay, so, and the only parameter is gonna be the character. So first of all, we're gonna for V in pairs game that replica storage, with which I hit fix, get children, do V clone parent equals character with a child humanoid root part. Alright. And I think that's all we gotta do now. We're probably gonna add more into this function the more we go on in tutorials, but right now, actually, we're also gonna, yeah, we're gonna put this inside of here too. No, let's actually put all of this inside of here, shall we? Yeah, we should. Alright, but we're gonna change all child into character, so it can actually like not show us an error. Alright, now after you do that, just do get humanoid ready child, put that there, and inside here you're also gonna do get humanoid ready child. Oh, not child, V, because that's, yeah. Anyways, that's all like that. Now there should be a particle inside every single humanoid in the game. Even if you add new ones, there should be the particles inside them, so whenever they get hit, the particles will play. So anyways, wait, let's actually test out if these particles, oh yeah, wait, never mind, we can't, this is not gonna work. We can't test it out. I gotta stop this. gonna go inside combat server, and we're going to change a few things. First of all, we're going to change this emit into since we changed how we do our particles, we're basically gonna just delete this, and we're gonna do something else instead. We're actually gonna make a function. Okay, so look at function play particles. That's gonna be a one parameter to see what kind of particle we're gonna play, and we're gonna do if particle equals hit, then oh yeah, we also gotta do the character. So then for v in pairs, character, wafer child, humanoid root part, get children, do if v get attribute particle, then if v get attribute particle equals hit, then we emit v get attribute emit. It's basically just gonna check for any particles. Oh, it's gotta be lowercase. With the hit, this you gotta add s inside here. So it's just gonna check for any particles that have this inside, and that'll be the correct particle, and it's gonna play them. And it's gonna emit how many it says to. So let's see, and we're just gonna do play particles hit player.parent, because hit player.parent is the character. And we're gonna go ahead and do something cool. We're gonna use the replace feature, and so we're gonna get this, put it inside here, and we're gonna do that. Shoot, that one was pretty far. Let's try to hit in this direction. Shoot. Okay, this is gonna be the last one before he dies, I bet. Alright, we might have to fix the lag in another video, or fix how he sometimes isn't facing 90 degrees. Like sometimes you're facing toward, like sometimes it's not really 2D, and you're facing in a 3D direction. I don't know how to explain it. So that's a bug. I'll figure it out later. Alright, now let's add the F tilt first. We can do that. It's pretty easy. We just gotta check. Okay, if mouse button 1, then if script.parent if child humanoid dot move direction is more than 0, then else. So if it is 0, I'm going to jab, and if it's not, I'm going to do F tilt. So for the F tilt, it's not really going to be that hard to do. I'm just gonna copy this. I'm gonna do if attack equals F tilt. Then we paste that. First of all, I'm going to change this to F tilt, and the offset and the hitbox size. You know what? Let's actually make that the same. Yeah, I think that should stay. I'm not really good with hitboxes, so you guys can change that if you guys want. I'm going to make the percentage a little bit higher, maybe 4 actually. There's no combo stuff since this is not the M1. And yeah, then we task that weight. I want to make, I think, no, 0.4 actually. Let's test this now. Oh, and we're not gonna add aerials or smash attacks or specials in this episode, because this episode is gonna be so long. and it's probably gonna be a lot of bugs. So we're just gonna do tilts and dash attacks. And yeah, that means you can do a tilt in the air, and we have an error. And yeah, I think I know how to solve this error. It's not here. Gotta change this to magnitude, because the move direction thing, like it returns a vector 3 value, but we try to compare it to the number 0, but 0 isn't a vector 3 value, it's a number. So magnitude just basically just makes it a number, so it'll work. Yeah, I don't think so it's working. Yeah, it's just doing the jab, I don't know why. Let me see if yeah, the animations are different, so let's see if it's even doing the F tilt. So I'm gonna print F tilt if it's doing an F tilt. Or it is doing an F tilt, but it's doing a jab. Alright, let's see why that's happening. Changed a few things. So it does fire server outside the local script, but here it doesn't do I put this, which fixed the bugs. Just makes it where your character and the UI won't have any local scripts. And then combat server, I added a little bit of a startup to the F tilt, which is this much seconds, and I changed this to 0.35. So there's a bug where the hitbox isn't really correctly, and I think I know why. It's because the hitbox on the server, not local. So in order to fix that, we're gonna make the hitbox locally. So in order to do that, I'm gonna make a new remote event called hitbox event or hitbox remote, and then inside a combat server, do local hit hbox. No wait. Hitbox remote equals game that replicates story. Wait for start hitbox remote. And we're gonna do hitbox size AB HB remote fire client player root part offset hitbox size overlap params, and we're gonna do also gonna make a kind of like a like a pin or code to make sure like the wrong remote event doesn't come back. So we're gonna do local pin or local code equals 0. Actually, let's make a -1000. You'll see why. So it's a little bit less lag. And we're gonna every time you attack, we're gonna code plus equals 1. Local saved, and I'm gonna do local saved code equals code, and we're gonna put the code as a last parameter in here. And now we're gonna do local listener equals HB remote dot on server event connect function humanoid code. If code, no, I mean, let's make the C, and let's make the saved code. if I make this is so if I make a C, it won't conflict with like anything. You'll see. If code equals if C equals saved code, then we're just gonna just yeah, we're gonna change this to hit player. Change this to hit player and put this inside of here, and we delete that. But now we go inside combat. We do a new listener, which is we're also gonna change this listener. We're gonna disconnect it, so there's a less lag. In combat, we're gonna do interrupt storage, wait for start HTTP hitbox remote on client event connect function. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna copy all of this because this is all the parameters. But we're gonna change this to code. Now all we're gonna do is we're going to copy. I'm gonna copy some of this, and we're gonna put it inside of combat. So if either parent then we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna fire server. We're gonna fire back a humanoid, and I'm gonna fire back the code, and that should be good. Now we've got to change that for the jab too, so we're gonna delete this for now. So we're gonna get what we did for F tilt, which I think is this. It's also this too. I'm gonna put inside jab. First of all, we no longer need this. I'm gonna change that to this. And that, except we're gonna get this, copy that, and we're gonna put it inside here. And we're basically just gonna do that for everything. So again, copy this and this. Oh, and we gotta disconnect our listener, so do that too. Do that under the wait. And I know there's more. Oh, did it here? Did we? Oh, and else if combo equals 2, then we're gonna do this. We're gonna copy this, delete, and we're gonna put it inside of here. We're gonna do the same thing. If the combo is 3, there's something. Oh, we have no overlap params. So I mean, I'm gonna make it then. Alright, now we're gonna go to, if it's 3, then I'm gonna put in that. I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna put it inside of here. And disconnect the listener. Now the hitbox should be better now, because it's logo. Oh, it's not working. Let's see why. I think maybe it's because the listener is disconnecting too fast. That actually might be the reason why. So we're gonna find every time it says listener disconnect, except we're gonna change it to has that delay to function. Put that inside here. I'm gonna replace them all. Except we're gonna change this back to this. No, not that. This. And just for some extra reassurance, let's see if it's even, if it even receives it. So let's go into listener. I'm gonna print received. Why is it gonna receive 7 times? Oh, you gotta make a hit list. So I'll go hit list equals this. If hit list, if table dot find hit list humanoid, then we should actually change this to not table find. And first we're gonna table that insert hit list. This now shouldn't, but I don't know why it isn't like, okay, it's receiving it, but the code isn't correct. Oh, and we gotta add, we don't even have a, yeah, we don't even have knockback for the F2. We gotta add that first. Okay, now we added knockback. Alright, now that we added knockback, I'm gonna see why this isn't working. I'm gonna try printing C and C, and I'm gonna print saved code. I don't know what that error is. Oh, it's not returning the correct thing, that's why. So I'm gonna go ahead and gonna look for this. but we're gonna change it to player, and then this. There's always gonna be a player parameter, so. Okay, it works now. Yeah, we might want to make the knockback local sometime, so it doesn't let you know, like, do that. Okay, so now we're gonna make the down tilt. That's gonna be pretty easy. First, let's do it in combat server. Also, if the knockback is bad, you guys can change it yourselves. If attack equals down tilt, and that's called D tilt. So then I'm gonna fire server D tilt. And the down tilt for me is pretty much instantaneous. I'm gonna change the startup time to 0.03. It's a pretty small number. And the range, I'd say, is more of just a 6, not a 6.5. Maybe even a 5.7. So the percent, it doesn't really do that much, so I'm gonna make it 2. And it definitely doesn't really do that much knockback, so I'm gonna change this to maybe 35. That might do no knockback at all, but we'll see. Change this number to 2, maybe even 1, maybe even 1.6. That should be the down tilt. Now, in order to make the down tilt, and do else if get attribute ducking, then fire server details. And now we're gonna go to camera control actually, and do if you're ducking, then human rate set attribute ducking true. If you're not ducking, I'm gonna set it to nil, which is nothing, and it's gonna remove the attribute. And let's see. Now let's see if that works. Oh, and I just realized, since it's a down tilt, probably should have made the hitbox vertically smaller, but I mean, I guess we can do that after. Yeah, my down tilt is pretty bad. Oh, it looks better on this side, but on this side, it looks a little goofy, I gotta say. Oh wait, this is actually pretty good. Ooh. Let's try to do it from this side now, because I like how it looks on this side. Now I'll hit them with a forward tilt. Alright, the forward tilt is way too overpowered. You guys can balance that out. Okay. Alright, so now they're down tilt. Might change the hitbox a little bit to make. Oh, this is the Z. Oh shoot. Well, we're gonna change that to 4.3, and we'll change the Y to like 2. We'll make the offset 2 to negative 2 to 2. Okay, like that. Actually, just make it 2.5. And now time for the up tilt, which we're gonna do. Name up tilt. It has a little bit more of a startup, so we can change this to maybe like 5. We can change that back to 5. The offset is gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna have only vertical offset. The hitbox size is gonna be like, say, 5, maybe 5.5 and 5. Yeah. and it's gonna be like the percentage is gonna be like 3 actually, and the knockback is gonna be vertically, so I'm gonna just change it to a number like whoops. Change something like vector 3 dot new 0 0 dot. Alright, might change it to a bigger number. And lastly, we're not going to use the space button for uptilt. We're actually going to use the W button, because basically don't use it. So I'm going to do input begin. I'm going to do make a new variable called logo is W pressed equals false. Do input begin if input.keycode equals enum.keycode.w, then is W press equals true. And we're also gonna do game.user input service.input ended connect function input game process if input equals enum.keycode.w, then is W press equals false. And we're gonna do a little bit of if is W pressed, then I'm gonna do up tilt. Copy all of this and put it here. I have our forward tilt, down tilt, jab, up tilt. Yeah, it should hit if you're right next to them. Oh, it's not hitting him up. Well, this isn't good. Yeah, it's not hitting him up for some reason. Dang, that's crazy. Anyways. Oh, we're gonna delete this. That's why. So we only have this. Alright, now let's try. What? Alright, the percent scaling is not really realistic. Because he has 12 and he's getting sent. Alright, that kind of works. Might want to lower that number though. Maybe divide by 30. Yeah, because right now the knockback scaling is just multiplying it by the percent, which really is not really a good way to scale knockback. You guys can change it into your own math formula if you guys want. Oh shoot, now it's always doing up tilt. Bruh. Let's see if I can catch him or something. I try to hit him up. When he's falling, I try to catch him. Oh shoot, that was close. I should have seen that one. Alright, white. It's always doing up tilt, so see if I can fix that. Oh, gotta change this input that key code. Now it should be working. Alright, now for dash attack. So this one's just gonna be in combat. It's just gonna be then if so if it's you guys can change this number based on what you if you guys changed the number if you guys change the number for the walk speed inside camera control, you guys probably gonna have to change it here. For me, my normal walk speed is 16, so and if it's greater than 16, it's gonna do a dash attack. Alright, so as you can see, I was actually planning to do a dash attack in this tutorial, but it's gonna make the tutorial pretty long because we gotta make a new hitbox system. Since a dash attack is lingering hitbox, like the hitbox doesn't just happen once; it happens the whole time it's active. That's gonna be So I think you guys can understand why. Okay, we're also gonna do one more glitch fix. Whenever the annotate table plays, we're gonna also gonna stop all the other animations. So we just add this. What? Yeah, it's a little bit glitchy because the rig's on server-wise, but against other players, it should be less glitchier. Oh, this is pretty cool, I guess. Oh. I guess the hitbox is okay. Well, that's gonna be all for this video. Well, I mean, at least you guys can play it with something other than jab now. Hope you guys are glad about that. And yeah.